Triple H is about to get exposed. In this video, I'm going to do just that because his booking, well, it's been criticized, it's been praised, but there is one flaw that he has regardless whether he's in NXT or on the main roster. Now, don't get me wrong, before I absolutely go off here, I just want to preference this. I am a much bigger WWE fan, a pro wrestling fan, now that Triple H is in charge of creative, something in which he took over in the summer of 2022 when Vince McMahon walked away before forcing his way back, and we found out that he's a really big creep and a kind of a monster. So that is being said, let's get into it, because Triple H, he cannot book babyfaces for the life of him. His inability to effectively book babyfaces has been a growing concern for fans and many alike. As a key figure in WWE's creative direction, especially following Vince McMahon, Triple H has been praised for his long-term storytelling and talent management. However, he struggles with babyface champions, and it's been noticeable. Here are some of the reasons why this is becoming problematic. Number one, lack of strong babyface storylines. Babyface champions thrive on compelling narratives, but under Triple H's booking, many faces, well, they have faced lack of engaging and well-developed storylines. Past champions like Seth Rollins and when Drew McIntyre was still a babyface, now that we're seeing it with Cody Rhodes, well, they're just in generic or predictable programs, causing fan interest to wane at times. Babyfaces need clear and well-defined rivalries that showcase their resilience, which has often been lacking in recent booking decisions. Number two, it's overshadowed by strong heels. Triple H is well known for building incredible heels, but it often leaves babyface champions playing second fiddle. For an example, Roman Reigns in the Bloodline storyline, which Triple H, he's been a master at overseeing it, has outshone any babyface or any babyface champion on the roster. Now, this is true when Roman was still a heel and now he's a babyface. While great heels elevate a babyface, consistently overshadowing them can diminish their credibility in the eyes of the fans. Number three, long-term dominance of Roman Reigns. Yeah, I'm about to go there. With Roman Reigns holding the undisputed WWE Universal Championship for such a long period of time and being a heel while doing so before dropping it to Cody Rhodes and turning heel, it was difficult for any babyface to rise to his level. Triple H's commitment to Reigns at the time, it was a focal point of WWE and showing that it has unintentionally undermined other babyface champions who have been seen as placeholders rather than true contenders for Roman Reigns' throne. This has made it hard for WWE's top babyfaces to stand out. The true is the same thing with Gunther as World Heavyweight Champion, although he is putting home bangers. Number four, failure to capitalize on organic babyface momentum. WWE has occasionally failed to capitalize on babyfaces who organically gain popularity. Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, they're just recent examples. In the case of Sami Zayn, after his involvement with the Bloodline captivated fans and attention, he received an immense amount of support as a babyface champion, ultimately dethroning Gunther as the Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania 40 before dropping it. But he never had the opportunity to necessarily get over in the way that I think fans thought he would as IC champion. LA Knight's recent rise as a fan favorite babyface, well, many people, including myself, feel like he has been underutilized and not been used the way that he should, even now that he's, United States champion, missing out on an opportunity to solidify him at the top of the card. How about this? Number five, over-reliance on chasing the title. Triple H, like many WWE bookers or pro wrestling bookers in general, relies heavily on the chase of the title rather than a champion's reign itself. While the babyface is essentially part of wrestling, the problem arises when babyface champions struggle to maintain momentum after winning the said championship. Once a babyface claims the title, their storyline often lacks depth. There were challenges leading to uninteresting title defenses and short reigns. Number six, short babyface title reigns. Many babyface champions under Triple H's booking have had shorter reigns or ones that feel less significant. For an example, Liv Morgan, her SmackDown Women's Championship reign a few years ago, while it felt monumental to her career, the feeling was very inconsistent and struggled to maintain fan interest. When babyface champions are treated as transitional or have short reigns, well, it undermines their credibility and prevents them from becoming long-term draws. That's a great example, although she is shining very, very brightly these days. Finally, number 7, heel dominance across divisions. In both men and women's divisions, heel dominance has been a persistent theme. The likes of Gunther, the Judgment Day, even when Rhea Ripley was women's world champion. They continue to hold titles and are booked very strongly. While this elevates heels, it creates a scenario where babyfaces either fail to dethrone them or don't look strong in defeat. In the long run, this creates an ambiance where fans lose faith in babyface champions' ability to succeed. In conclusion, Triple H's difficulty in booking strong, enduring babyface champions is becoming problematic for WWE's products. While his ability to craft long-term stories and develop compelling heels has been some of his strength, the lack of substantial babyface title reigns risk leaving a void in the audience emotional connection, while heroes of the company just kind of fall short. Moving forward, WWE may need to focus more on giving babyfaces stronger storylines and meaningful storylines that elevate them beyond the initial title chase in which they're booked upon. Like I said at the top of this video, I am a big supporter of Triple H. I hope he stays in power on creative as long as he's doing a great job for as long as he may wish. It is so far removed from the horrific days of Vince McMahon being in charge of creative, where he had literally grinded the product down to nothing. It was really insufferable. It was painful at times to watch WWE's product. You saw the decline. It was slow. I can even go back to the Ruthless Aggression days. As soon as they gave Triple H a World Heavyweight Championship because, well, he needed one, didn't earn one, didn't deserve one, just needed one, I feel like that was on the decline for WWE. I just do. And it took 20 years later for that decline to catch up, to kick into effect. And ultimately, outside forces, and only outside forces, were going to cause Vince McMahon to give up his power and have someone else step up to the plate. We all knew that it was going to be Triple H. We just didn't know when. Would Vince really die in the chair, or would he give up the reins? Well, obviously he gave up the reins, had second thoughts, and then really had a weird turnout of it all. That is WWE's biggest exposure.